the branch of the National Foundation for Combating Cancer in Ebb. Our message: provide a distinctive charity model in the fight against cancer. Our vision: to be pioneers in combating cancer in Yemen. Basic principles: humanity, reducing the pain of the patients and protecting human life. Non-alignment, convey the message without discrimination. Independence. The National Foundation for Combating Cancer is an independent foundation and non-governmental. Its work depends on the constitutes and laws which are in force in the Republic of Yemen. Voluntary work. The charity is a humanitarian foundation whose works is to serve the suffering of cancer patients and alleviate their suffering and pain. Our aims: works in the field of diagnostic and therapeutic by examination, radiation, and medicines. Social caring and psychological support. Early detection service for breast cancer patients. An educational expedition about cancer and its causes and ways of prevention. Cancer threatens the lives of many Yemenis as a result of the growing spread of the disease in Yemen, while struggling for healthy survival. According to the estimate of the World Health Organization that there are 30,000 cases of cancer each year in Yemen, while number of visitors to branch of the National Foundation for the Treatment of Cancer in the Governorate of Ebb, more than 30,050 cases, of them 270 children. The spread of the disease and the Governorate of Ebb is a major concern, especially among children, who are increasing numbers of cases daily. In the face of this disease, many families are unable to provide health care to their patients, even in their minimum limits, as a result of poverty and destitution. These patients, their souls are destroyed, and at the same time, they hope that one day they will recover from this disease. When you see how much suffering the patient and his family, and when you see their tears, it will be difficult for you to imagine. The patient suffers, and the patient's family suffers like him, and leaves suffering parents. The patient and the concerned people suffers from an anxiety, confusion, so that they forget themselves. They face a strong psychological and physical pressure. Look at this girl. To the suffering, speaks by burning heart.
اسمي داليا ياسر مريضة بالأورام السرطانية.
I am Dalia Yasser. I was studying at the school, and now I have stopped studying because of my illness. Now, all my interest is in examinations and therapeutic doses.
المرض نتابع نعمل قراءة فحوصات إشعاع كشافات جهازات.
Hiding behind her laughter, hopes to go back to school, despite the fact that her condition after the eradication of her foot and the spread of the disease in her body. This girl lost her eye, and they tried hard to keep the other eye. A lot of patients talk to us to talk about their suffering and everything they suffer from. These patients need help so that they can smile again and save them from the specter of death that threatens their lives. This is my granddaughter's son. Her name is Sarah Adel Abdurrahman. She had 2 years of cancer. She was studying at Mecca school. But when she got sick, she stopped studying. And we went to everywhere to check her and search for her. All of our account and our physical conditions are very difficult. Many stories we visited at the age of flowers attack the disease, their slim bodies. Here we have Dr. Mukhtar Al-Humaydi, a doctor in the unit of Hope for the treatment of tumors. He says for us,
دكتور مختار
I
الحميدي
am
طبيب في وحدة
Mukhtar
الأمل لعلاج
Al-Humaydi,
الأورام
a doctor in Al-Amal unit in the treatment of tumors in Eb province. In the last period, we are suffering from the increasing of the spread of cancer, and the cases are increasing in Al-Amal unit. Almost daily, cases that comes to us 35 to 40 cases a day. Most of the disease come from outside the province of the countryside because of the war. Patient is not be able to get money for transportation to come to this center, and also they cannot buy these medicines because some medicines are not available to purchase them. We appeal to all organizations and philanthropists to help cancer patients.
بليغ الطويل مدير فرع المؤسسة الوطنية
I
لمكافحة
am
سرطان
Beligha
البطن
Tawil, the manager of the branch of the National Cancer Foundation in the province of Eb. Al-Amal Center for the Treatment of Cancerous Tumors receives 35 to 40 cases a day. Each case of these cases needs chemical medication and pharmaceutical aids, and also chemical giving and tests. And many cases need radiation every 3 months to assess their cases, and some cases need every 6 months depending on the expenses of the foundation. The costs of chemotherapy and radiation have increased significantly in the last period. The foundation may not be able to continue providing services to patients because there is a scarcity of revenue. The revenue of the foundation are seasonal during the month of Ramadan. Revenue was cut off.